This is the Wally Home Wireless Sensor Network Kit. Hi, Dan from Gear Diary. Today we're going to take a look at the Wally Home. This is a wireless sensor kit that allows your home to be constantly monitored for changes in water, humidity, or rapid temperature drops. This basic kit has an MSRP of $299. Let's take a look at the package that it comes in, unpack it, and then take a closer look at the Wally Home Wireless Sensor Kit. Now, the reason I was particularly interested in checking out this new piece of technology is that we have a country place that has had major issues over the years. We've had at least 4 different lightning strikes. One of them blew out the electrical system and was a problem in that we had to redo the wiring, but it was also an issue because had it happened when we were not at the house, we're not there quite a bit, the temperature in the house would have dropped down precipitously and we would have had burst pipes. So it's an issue in that regard, so rapid temperature changes. And we also had occasion 3 years ago that to discover that our water heater had burst and there was for about a day and a half water pouring out of it. Luckily, a neighbor happened to stop by to check something for us and stopped the water and was able to start the repair process, but we actually lost use of the house for about 6 to 9 months when it was being redone. So the Wally or Wally Home Wireless Sensor Network is designed to let you monitor your house in various locations at the same time and not have to worry about the health of your house from the perspective of water, humidity, or rapid temperature changes. So inside this startup package, which has an MSRP of $299, so it's not inexpensive, but trust me, it is a lot less expensive than having to redo your entire house. Been there, done that. What you get inside is the hub, and you get a series of 6 different sensors. So let's open up the package, take a look at what's inside, and then I'm going to set this up, and we'll come back and we'll actually talk about the process. Okay, so hub here, sensors here. Let's start out with the hub itself, so we'll put the sensors aside for a little while. First and foremost, what you see immediately is that there's a lot of attention paid to the unboxing experience, which is really interesting for something like this. A little bit surprising, maybe even a little bit of overkill, but so be it. So you get the hub itself, which has this really interesting odd shape, and you get the accessory package. Inside the box, what you'll get then is the hub itself. You get an Ethernet cable because this has to be connected to your router, and you get a power adapter, simple 3-prong power adapter. You don't have to have a brick. So the way this is going to work is that here it says, let Wally know you're coming, create an account at wallyhome.com, my Wally, before connecting to your hub. We'll do that off camera and we'll come back. And then inside what you have is you have your Ethernet connection and your plug right there. In addition, if we open up the bottom here, you have the ability to hang it from the wall. So that's nice also, depending upon how you're going to set this up and how you're going to use this. So let's take the hub and let's put it over here for a minute, along with both of the cords. Inside the sensor packet, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sensors, and the sensors have the same unusual shape as the main base station. It has a button for pairing it to your system, and basically the idea is that you put these in various locations around your house, and you just let them do their thing. So let's talk a bit about the system itself, and then I'm going to actually go out, I'm going to set it up, make an account, and we're going to continue this video while looking at that. The Wally is always on so that it's always monitoring. Wally gives you immediate access to help from a network of home professionals thanks to the Wally Concierge service, which is powered by Home Advisor. And you get peace of mind so that if there is an issue, you'll know about it sooner rather than later. After connecting the hub to the internet, you simply launch the Wally app and add sensors to the Wally network by following the prompts on the smartphone or the computer. The sensors are placed in different places that may have humidity and that might be an issue. So for example, you'll get notified with something like, and this is the demo, which is really funny, Wally detected water from the sensor near the main floor kitchen dishwasher of Lake House. So it is especially good for a space that you don't spend as much time in. Here's perhaps one of the most important things about these sensors. The sensors don't use Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. So they actually use a special networking system that comes off this hub, and that means these sensors will go up to 10 years without a charge. So you don't have to worry about constantly charging. I walked into the house after not being here for a couple months, and all of the fire detectors were beeping, telling me that the battery was out. You're not going to run into that with this item here. What's also important is that the application is constantly communicating with itself, sending you alerts, and letting you get back to work. If there is a leak that's detected and one of the sensors gets wet, you simply dry it off, and it goes right back to working for you. So this is the Wally Home system. It has an MSRP of $299. That includes one hub, Ethernet cable, power cable, and 6 different sensors. If you buy them separately, you get the hub for $125, you get the sensors for $35 each, or you can buy these 6 for $199. So when you buy the kit together, you're saving about $25 off the MSRP of buying them individually. The Wally Home sensor system, we're going to have a full review over on Gear Diary. Before you leave, please take a moment to like us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would be most appreciative if you do so. This is Dan from Gear Diary. Thanks very much for watching.